One of the major challenges that we face right now is the technology. It is very new, right? The beauty of that is a new technology means two things. Either people fear it, or will actually jump the queue to get the latest technology, right? So basically we want to get all the data that is in the technology. So all the cars that came in that were not good, we will not get them. But the cars that are good, you know, your Nissan Leafs, your Teslas, all these cars, yes, we will get them. Unfortunately, we are in a setup whereby there is an old way of thinking when it comes to cars, right? If we bring an electric vehicle today, chances are there are not many places you can service. But at the same time, we are in an internet age. You can go to YouTube and learn how to do something. Right. Yeah, you can go to Reddit and read how to do something. Right. There's a lot of that information flow from anywhere in the world allows us to actually jump the queue and do anything we'd like. If you bring a Tesla today, someone in Kenya can actually fix it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like how you put it. It depends on your perspective, from where you sit. Yeah, glass half full or glass half empty.
Yeah.
But what are the challenges existing? For example, there's some people are concerned about the cost of these vehicles to actually purchase them. I mean, there's a well-known ecosystem for used cars, cars. You know, we sell cars to each other. We build, you go to the scrapyard, you put together an engine, a door, a seat, and Bob's your uncle, you've got a car.
Yeah.
But what sort of ecosystem exists for electric vehicles? You know, cost is a question for many.
You're actually right. So at the moment, electric vehicles are really expensive, purely because it's a supply-demand kind of thing, right? If you want a Probox today, there's like 1 million Proboxes you can bring from Japan.
They say you can get a Probox in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere you walk into, you can get something, a Prado, anything you think about. But when you go to an electric vehicle, they're very limited, and there are a lot of markets who actually want it. And unfortunately, Africa is sort of on the bottom of the list. So if someone from Australia and UK and Kenya wants a vehicle, chances are you'll be the last person to actually buy it.
They're given priority.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. The other thing as well is there isn't enough policy to actually drive electric mobility locally.
What do you mean by that?
So basically, if you want to buy a Nissan Leaf, which is an equivalent of something like a Ractis, give or take, right? A Ractis in KRA is rated at about, give or take, about 2 million shillings. A price for that vehicle. Okay. A Nissan Leaf is rated for 5 million shillings.
More than double.
Actually double, 2.5x.
Right.
So just off that, the taxes will be more for electric vehicles. And I'm actually part of also the e-mobility committee that we're trying to go to government and saying, this is actually a way we can actually bring in more electric vehicles. By bringing in more electric vehicles, this is, you know, you're creating jobs, you're creating a different segments, you're creating curriculum, and now all of a sudden you can actually drive to Mombasa with 1,000 shillings.
Wow.
And that's where we are heading.
So are we likely to see, are you guys pushing for tax breaks, for example, or incentives to actually using e-mobility?
Yeah, absolutely. But the way we are pushing is a bit conservative. We don't want for us to actually land these vehicles for free, right? We want the government to benefit, collect tax. At the same time, we want to bring in these vehicles, prove the businesses, and then you can walk into a yard and actually buy an electric vehicle, not because it's cheaper or it's better, because you actually want an electric vehicle.
Because you want it and it's available.
I mean, choice is everything.
Brilliant.
If you can actually walk into Motor Hub, Cairo, all these guys, and actually buy an electric vehicle because you actually want one, not because it's cheaper, because the government is pushing you to buy one. That's where we are heading, and that's what I'd like.
Right. Okay, so the other concern, of course, when we're talking about electric vehicles is, and you did raise a good point here, Africa